60
I
seconds.
just got used to all the other folks' names. Now I gotta learn all. Tell them to start wearing those like little "Hello, my name is" tags.
I'm gonna need a hell of a lot more duct tape over here. Pronto.
If Scott Baio were...
Hi ho, welcome contestants, and oh boy, hey, you know, you might want to primp a little bit before going out in front of the cameras. And while you're primping, tell me how many people are playing. It's very groovy. Player one, I need a name, preferably yours.
This is Sonny. I'm calling from the gate.
Hey, what you doing for lunch?
Oh, thank you. Player two, you're it. Type in your name, please.
45 seconds.
Is there any kind of, can I get a backstage pass?
No.
Thank you very much. And player three, teach us how to spell your name.
EC-type power cord.
All right, there's a shadow one.
Another thing, are you looking for a 7-question game or a 21-question game?
20.
I'm on it.
One after another.
30 seconds.
Okay, player one, your buzzer is the letter Q as in Quick Draw McGraw. Player two, you have the letter B as in Baby, I'm back. And player three, you have the letter P as in the powers of Matthew Starr.
Yeah, hey, baby.
All I'm saying, don't be talking trash about grading.
20 seconds.
Grading is righteous.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right, listen, this is real easy, but people screw it up royally all the time. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. Got it?
10 seconds.
All right,
9,
good luck.
8, 7,
Okay, let's get rid of that desktop.
4,
Let's go to
3.
Rollster available in gray, tan, black, and red clay. Genuine imitation brush, leather, hat, fringe vest, and couch spurs available separately.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to You Don't Know Jack TV. Oh, look at this. I got 3 people who could think of nothing better to do with their time. It's pathetic. Oh, no. The 4 of us together, it's like some bad canoe trip. First of all, we're going to need some pointy objects. So here's what you do with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make them answer it anyway, buzz in and then hit the S key to screw them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's prime time. What's it gonna be, player 2?
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
Here we have, is the price right? You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Hey, did you know that the first TV commercial ever aired was a 10-second spot for Bulova watch time in 1941? It's true. And gee, guess what the question's about? If a Bulova watch cost $10 in 1941, how many would they have had to sell to cover the cost of that first commercial? 1, 10, 1,000, or 50,000? Player 3, have at it. No, 10 is wrong, because that'd be, how much? 10 times... Hey, look over there! Player 1, player 2, it's open. Player 1! The first commercial ever aired only cost $9. Of course, that was back in the days when TVs only cost a nickel. And nobody watched them anyway, because they had to go to bed at 4 in the afternoon so they could get up and plow the king's land the next day. Player 1, your choice. May I introduce, if music be the food of love, play me. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Heads up, here it comes. If you gathered a group of TV characters together to play Bach's Suite No. 2 in D minor for cello, who would not be included? Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation, Helen Chappell from Wings, Julie Miller from Fame, or Buddy from The Dick Van Dyke Show? Player 2, grab it. What are you saying? You don't remember the characters from Fame? Well, okay, maybe they don't live forever. Player 1, player 3, grab it! Player 3, do it! Riker plays the trombone, so he'd probably feel out of place playing with a trio of cellists. Captain's log, Stardate... Oh, for goodness sakes, Riker! Player 3, your category.
1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Let's take a look at From the Wrong Side of the Laugh Track. $1,000 if you get it. All right, listen up. Let's say that on an episode of MASH, that eternal joker Hawkeye gets one of those annoying little toys that laughs all the time. Because of the special policy about laugh tracks on MASH, into which part of the camp would Hawkeye not be allowed to bring his laughing toy? Player 2, go! If you listen carefully, you'll notice there's no laugh track in the operating room scenes in MASH. Which just goes to prove the old saying, laugh and the world laughs with you. Laugh in the OR and you're a prick. Player 2, what do you want?
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
We're calling this one, thingies. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, I'm talking about these things. You know, I got this, geez, it's so hard to describe to you. They're, if you can imagine, they're like, oh, I got it. You know what? They're like sands through the hourglass. Yes, that's it. They are just like sands through the hourglass. What the hell am I talking about? Type it in when you think you know it. Now or never, Player 2. Start typing and hit return. Wow, nobody ever picks that one. Player 1, Player 3, let's do something. Too bad you didn't type this. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. And like nails on a chalkboard, so is watching this show. Category time, Player 2. Hey, stress cut with lime sword.
It's time for our Rereleased.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Big Fat Lies. This question's going to start out at 5,000 big ones. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. All right, then. Get ready and tell me, what phrase does this rhyme with? Nay, Trump? Then who took some? And don't let that punctuation fool you. First clue, it's an advertising slogan. This one goes out to all you Larry Tates out there. It's a slogan about a hot dog. Last clue, it's the slogan for Ballpark Franks. What, do you want me to type it for you? Hey, how come your wieners are so much bigger than mine?
Because mine are Ballpark Franks. Nay, Trump, then who took some?
Oh, yeah, they plump all right. They get almost as big as Donald Trump's wallet. Player 2, take your pick.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
Let's see what we got going. Bible school for hipsters. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. Okay, the Catholic Church gets a lot of flack for being stuffy and old-fashioned, right? Well, they should consider becoming more mod. And quite frankly, what's more mod than the Mod Squad? Imagine if the Holy Trinity of Catholicism had the same tagline as the Mod Squad. What would Catholics say instead of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit? One black, one white, one blonde. 2 studs, 1 babe. Brains? It's all yours, Player 1. See, now me, I wouldn't have gone this way. Player 2, Player 3, who's gonna get it? Take a shot, Player 2. 1 good, 1 bad, 1 ugly? Wow, you're going to hell. You want it, Player 3? It's all you, Player 3. The Mod Squad Trinity is 1 black, 1 white, 1 blonde. God may be a brother, but I don't think Jesus is a natural blonde. Talk to me, Player 3.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
And our special guest tonight, an MTV moment. $2,000 for a correct answer. All right, this is fill in the blank. So when you think you know the answer, hit your buzzer and type in what's missing in this sequence. Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark, blank, Friends. Player 3, show me some magic. Type in that answer and hit return. What the hell are you thinking? Player 1, Player 2, who wants it? Now or never, Player 2. Start typing and hit return. Oh, no TV for you this week. What do you say, Player 1? Let me show you what you should have typed in. That lucky teeny bopper the boss dragged on stage with him in the Dancing in the Dark video was none other than Courtney Cox, star of Friends. I don't get it. Every time I jump on stage at a concert, I end up dancing in the dark with some fat, hairy bouncer. What's up with that? Your call, Player 2.
Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 8.
This category is known as Ancient TV Trivia, huh? You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Greetings, 23 Skidoo, kids, all that other stuff. Listen, I'm going to roll back the clock to the early 20th century, so listen up. Imagine it's 1931 and you get a job walking around Times Square in costume promoting the very first television network. What are you wearing? Player 2, grab it. You're wearing a big old peacock suit for NBC, America's first network.
Oh, I remember Thursday night lineup back then, boy.
Old man.
You had Uncle Milty at 7.
Old man.
At 7:05, you had fun at the soup kitchen.
Nobody wants to hear this, old man.
Jack Power and the Dancing Bear.
Will you get out of the booth, old man? Can we get back to the game now? Player 2, grab a category.
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
The category is Damn Yellow Pages. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Pencils ready. Let's do it. Based on how Agnes DePesto from Moonlighting answers the phone at the detective agency, what service might customers think they've called by mistake? Dial a joke, dial a mime, dial a poem, or dial a foreign country. Player 3, do it. Agnes DePesto generally answers the phone with a poem. Unfortunately, not too many things rhyme with Agnes. Player 3, pick a category.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
For your enjoyment, Bionic Payback's a bitch. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Alright, try to imagine this kooky episode of The Bionic Woman. Now that she has bionic powers, Jamie Summers is returning to her original career to kick some ass. What will happen on the next episode of The Bionic Woman? She'll examine patients without a stethoscope. She'll grade 1,000 term papers per minute. She'll ace all her serves, or she'll chase down speeding drivers on foot. Player 1, do it! F, 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 minus F, 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 F. Player 2, Player 3, who wants it? Player 3, have at it!
U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
Player 2, you want it? Player 2, go! Before she was bionic, Jamie Summers was a tennis pro. Summers to serve. Oh, the ball seems to have lodged in her opponent's forehead. That'll do it for round 1. What do you say we move on to round 2? Time to give out the screws. Here we go. 1 each. No pushing. One more thing. Don't be afraid of those screws. I gave them to you for a reason. If you want to force your buddy over there into answering the question, you buzz in and hit the S key. You got it? Now get in there and screw this one for the Gipper. Player 2, what looks good?
11, come on, girl. Good question.
Coming at you. You're cooking with Crisco now. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. Eyes forward, we're going. If Swiss inventor Hansi Lube's TV-related invention had been successful, what could viewers of Yan Can Cook have been able to do to enhance their viewing pleasure? Smell the simmering quail egg delicacy, ask Yan questions through the TV, tap Yan on the shoulder to get his attention, or taste the Shanghai duck salad. It's all you, player. Player 3, who's getting the pointy end? Player 2, you got no choice. Give me an answer. Hansi Lube experimented with smell-o-vision. He tried to transmit scents along with sounds and images. It was actually really great for cooking shows until the first time we saw Yan Can cut the cheese. Hey, Player 3, I think this belongs to you. Player 2, how about a category? Today's specialties include the best little whorehouse in TV land. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, remember that big to-do about the Mayflower Madam, that society lady who ran a whorehouse in Manhattan? Well, try this on for size. If the Mayflower Madam were replaced by Wayland Flowers Madam, whom would the local Johns be paying for services rendered? A genie, a schnauzer, a craggy old puppet, or Wayland Flowers nanny? It's all yours, Player 1. You're embarrassing me. Player 2, Player 3, the time is now. Player 3, do it. The Mayflower Madam would be replaced by a craggy old puppet named Madam, the co-host of Wayland Flowers' freaked out talk show. Too bad the Mayflower Madam didn't know Wayland. When she was arrested, he could have pulled a few strings. Player 3, why don't you pick one?
Flash, we interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
Shake hands with Potty Mouth. Heads up, this one's going to be $6,000. So you know how Archie Bunker in All in the Family is always on the toilet because, you know, that's funny? Say Archie needs to go, but Edith's already on the can. In desperation, he races to the set of the first series ever to show a toilet on TV. What will he most likely say when he gets there? Hey, where's the throne, Mrs. Brady? I'll be in the head, Mr. Anderson. Show me to the crapper, Beaver. Or point me toward the can, Lucy. Player 1. I know, it's not easy. Player 2, Player 3, who's gonna get it? Player 3, have at it. Leave It to Beaver generated huge controversy for being the first series to show a toilet on TV. Not to mention being the first to show a beaver. How about it, Player 3, category?
I remember growing up on the mountain and sharing my bedroom with 14.
Open wide and get ready for I've seen the future of dating. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Think fast, it's question time. Say Maya from Space 1999 goes on the dating game to find a boyfriend. Considering their common unique ability, which bachelor should Maya pick? Bachelor number 1, Captain Marvel. Bachelor number 2, Manimal. Bachelor number 3, Viper. Or Jim Lang, the host. Player 1. Player 1, who's getting screwed. Player 3, you gonna take that? Give me an answer. Knock, knock. The Viper is a car. It's an inanimate object, which I'm sorry, you can't have a relationship with. Well, maybe an afternoon. Player 1, Player 2, go get it. It's all yours, Player 1. No, but in dating, it's pretty common knowledge that if you're with a guy long enough, he'll revert back to a little boy on you. Player 2 falls in your court. Take a shot, Player 2. Both Maya from Space 1999 and Jonathan Chase from Manimal can change into animals. So after their date, when they tell you they were running like crazed weasels, it's probably true. What's it gonna be, Player 2? Player 2, you knew what you were doing all along, didn't you? Hey, players 1 and 3, why don't you move over? Because player 2 is moving into a this or that. The category for this or that is, son, your father and I have something to tell you. Okay, I'm going to give you a list of 7 TV characters, and for each one, I want you to tell me if the character is adopted or not adopted. As each one comes up, if the character is an adopted child, press 1. If he or she is not adopted, press 2. And hit 4 if you want to skip. Each correct answer, you're going to get $1,000. And I'll take away $1,000 for every wrong answer or for those that you didn't get to. All right, I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock. Let the games begin. Danny Partridge, adopted or not adopted? Rudy from The Cosby Show. Webster. John Boy Walton. Gloria from All in the Family. Arnold from Different Strokes. Last one, Ernie from My Three Sons. Ain't got no more. You know, you only got 4 of them right, which is not very reassuring for the rest of the game, is it? Let's look at your new score. Enjoy those bagels, Scrap. What do you want to do, player 3? This one's called Sometimes the Price is Too High. This one can get you $6,000. Hey, now everybody's a big Price is Right fan, right? I mean, when you go to parties, you sit around and you talk about that moment in 1979 when the show's most famous blooper occurred, right? Well, imagine that the best way to get picked to play The Price is Right is to emulate that infamous contestant's approach to the stage on that 1979 episode. What should you do? Scream curse words at Bob Barker, throw money at Bob Barker, knock Bob Barker unconscious with a purse, or show Bob Barker your breasts. Player 1! On that infamous Price is Right episode, this woman's name is called. She books down to Contestants Row, and boom, tube top, history. You know, those were the first breasts I ever saw. I swear to you, to this day, the words "come on down" still make my knees weak. Oh, God. Player 1, why don't you give me a category?
Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. You're beautiful.
Let's have a big warm welcome for the Thumb of Doom. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Let's see how you handle this one. If you were to offer a ride to the title character of the cable series The Hitchhiker, how would he entertain you during the trip? By playing the blues, by ripping out your internal organs, by showing you his halo, or by telling you macabre stories? Player 1, do it! The Hitchhiker is that cable TV series where the hitchhiker runs around introducing grisly tales of suspense. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone, but it's got more bodily harm. Well, look at that. A cow. I know a very strange tale about a cow that once...
Oh, for the love of God, shut up!
Pick a category, player 1.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
I believe this one is called There's Pepsi All Over These Seats. You get it right, you get $2K. Now come on. This TV advertising thing has gone way too far. Let's say they've even started sponsoring the studio audience. Based on the audience's famous nickname, which company would most likely sponsor the audience of the kids' show Howdy Doody? Tropicana, Oscar Mayer, Planters, or Domino's? Player 2, grab it. Player 2, who's going to get the screw? Player 3, you got to play it. Give me an answer. Don't worry. This game and your suffering will be over in 30 minutes or less. Player 1, Player 2, who wants it? Player 1! The audience at the Howdy Doody show is called the Peanut Gallery. Perfect title for a Planters Peanuts ad campaign. What time is it, kids?
It's Planters Peanuts and Planters Package Nut Assortment Howdy Doody time!
Player 1, tell me what's next.
Minty Cool, Minty Fresh 19.
All right, give it up for Because I'm Sure the Public Gives a Crap. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Ready? Catch this. Say Phil Donahue hosts a show about his own marriage. Given his wife's most famous TV role, what would make the best title of the show? The Bionic Woman is my woman. I really do love Lucy. I married that girl. Or Alice lives with me now. It's all you, Player 3. No, although I hear the Bionic Woman is a real sex machine. Player 1, Player 2, it's open. It's all yours, Player 1. In 1980, talk show pioneer Phil Donahue married that girl, Marlo Thomas. Of course, the show would probably get higher ratings if it were titled, I Married That Razor Blade Wielding, Leather Wearing, Three-Armed Transsexual Girl. Player 1, give me a category.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
For your viewing pleasure, that ain't lava. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. Okay, did you ever have a lava lamp? Come on, come on! You could sit there and stare at it for hours. Yeah. Well, if you had a lavalier lamp, what trippy thing would you most appropriately do with it? Set it on fire, point it at a football huddle, eat it, or clip it to your lapel. Yeah. Player 3, have at it. A lavalier microphone is that little mic that gets clipped to your lapel or hung around your neck. Tonight, news at 11 is, whoa, that's really trippy.
Cut! Cut!
Player 3, time to make a choice.
You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing $2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. Primetime geography. Try not to get lost. Good luck.
Well, Player 2, you won the game, but you may have lost a couple of friends. Oh well, no great loss. Who'd want to hang out with a couple of losers who don't know anything about TV? Besides...
You don't know. Great show, everyone. We have some lovely parting gifts for you. Hey, Raul, are we doing this again or what?
Well, hey, congratulations, players, on making it to the high scoreboard. All of you, give yourselves a nice little round of applause. And then let me know if you want to play another game.
To make a working mother feel guilty tonight.
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, Zenora and Janelle are trapped.
The rock slide covered the entrance to the cave.
We'll have to find a way to keep warm until morning.
And supplies are running low.
Oh no, the torch went out.
We'll just have to grope around in the dark.
Oh, what was that?
Oh.
All on the next Zenora.
Next time on Acquaintances, Mikey and Daphne bump into each other in the elevator.
Hi, Daphne?
Hi, Mickey?
How's it going?
Okay, and you?
All right. Well, here's my floor. Maybe I'll see you at the coffee shop later.
Yeah, bye.
Russ has a dilemma.
I mean, Rebecca seems like a nice girl, but can I trust her to take my chinchilla to the holistic vet while I'm in Bermuda? I mean, it's not like we're friends.
And Monique and Trevor have a heart-to-heart.
My job at the restaurant is totally unfulfilling. My friends are a bunch of idiots with perfect hair, and even my brother is getting more sex than I am. My life sucks.
Do I know you? Acquaintances, Thursday nights, followed by Caroline in prison.
Guys, let's face it, you don't have time to waste looking for that remote. Introducing the new Rollster. Genuine imitation leather remote control holster, the Rollster is crafted in the spirit of the great man who tamed the Wild West. If you're fed up with always having to look between the cushions of the couch or under last week's newspaper, then you need the Rollster. By fitting snugly on any pant loop or with the optional quick draw action belt, Rollster never lets you down because it's always by your side. You want control? You want Rollster.
Rollster available in gray, tan, black, and red clay. Genuine imitation brush leather hat, fringe vest, and couch spurs available separately.
This week on The Real Holy World, Jesus and Muhammad face further problems as they adjust to being roommates.
Man, look at these dishes everywhere. How many Last Suppers is this guy gonna have? Jesus Christ.
They face the same difficulties that all roommates face.
Muhammad, why didn't you tell me that the Pope called?
Oh, sorry, man. I was on the other line with Cat Stevens and I forgot to leave you a message.
And there always seems to be another problem around the corner.
I really wish you wouldn't play those Judas Priest albums.
Yeah, why? So we can listen to your Striper albums instead?
Before they can bring peace to the world, they first have to bring peace to their 2-bedroom apartment.
After all, Muhammad, if we can be friends, then can't the whole world...
Friends? Yeah, we'll be friends when you stop ordering pork sausage on the pizza.
The Real Holy World, Tuesdays at 8, right after Liquid Diet Television.
Tonight on Jack TV, watch what happens when your sweet, sweet slumber plays host to some of America's scariest dreams.
I had the most awful nightmare.
Real-life recollections of vivid bad dreams.
I tried to run, but kept falling and my legs wouldn't move.
When the laws of nature don't apply.
Then it, turned into this weird kind of, pit bull cat thing.
And the mechanized world fails you.
I kept turning the key and the car just wouldn't start, and I was so late to work.
And there's no place to hide.
I had to go on stage, and I didn't know any of my lines, and I was new.
Would you wake up in time? America's scariest dreams. Find out tonight.
My dearest Catherine, today was the day I knew would come. On the field of battle, I came across an enemy man with a ball in his hands. I looked him square in the eye and snatched the flag from upon his belt. And when I realized that I had downed Lou Ferrigno, my life changed forever.
The Civil War Battles of the Network Stars, a Ken Burns film coming this fall to PBS.
One's a cop from the future.